This podcast is sponsored by buybiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at buybiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
Understanding industry barriers, how to navigate obstacles in business success. Discover what industry barriers are, why they matter, and smart strategies to overcome them for entrepreneurial success. Explore AI-based businesses for sale. Understanding industry barriers, what you need to know. Hey, so today I want to talk about something that often gets overlooked when people start thinking about launching a business or entering a new industry. Industry barriers. You know, those invisible walls that make it tough to break in, stay competitive, or even just get started. Maybe you've heard the phrase before but didn't really grasp what it means. Industry barriers can make or break your success depending on how well you understand them. So let's chat about what they are, why they matter, and how they impact business growth. What are industry barriers anyway? Imagine you're trying to get into a new club, but the bouncer won't just let anyone in. Those bouncers in an industry are the barriers, rules, costs, or obstacles that make entry difficult or expensive. In business, these barriers keep the playing field somewhat protected from too much competition, but they can also block innovation and make it tough for startups or new entrepreneurs. Here are some common types of industry barriers you'll see. Capital requirements. Starting some businesses means you need a serious amount of money up front, like manufacturing plants or biotech companies. Not everyone has access to that kind of funding. Regulations and compliance. Sometimes, industries are heavily regulated, like healthcare, finance, or energy. Navigating complex laws and paperwork can be overwhelming and costly. Economies of scale. Established companies produce at such a volume that their costs per unit drop significantly, making it harder for smaller players to compete on price. Brand loyalty. Some industries have customers who are fiercely loyal to existing brands, meaning new entrants have to spend tons of effort earning trust. Technology and expertise. In tech-heavy industries, having specialized knowledge or proprietary technology can create barriers since new players can't easily replicate what incumbents have. Distribution channels. If big companies already control how products get to customers, it's harder for new businesses to find shelf space, market access, or distribution partners. Why do these barriers matter? Barriers serve a couple of important roles. On one hand, they protect established companies from being disrupted overnight by new entrants with a flashy idea but no long-term resources. On the other hand, they can stifle competition and slow innovation. For entrepreneurs or investors, understanding these hurdles is essential because it affects your strategy and potential for success. For example, if you want to get into an industry with high capital requirements but limited access to funding, you might want to rethink your approach or find a niche that requires less upfront investment. Or if the industry has complicated regulations, you need a team that knows the legal landscape well. How can you overcome industry barriers? There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but a few strategies can help. Innovate your business model. Instead of competing directly, find new ways to serve underserved segments or simplify a process. Leverage partnerships. Collaborate with companies that already have distribution or expertise instead of building everything from scratch. Build your brand. Invest in marketing and customer trust to slowly chip away at brand loyalty barriers. Secure funding wisely. Explore alternative financing options like venture capital, crowdfunding, or even business listings where established ventures might be for sale. Here are some actionable steps authors can take to maximize their marketing impact. Speaking of business listings, if you're on the lookout for AI-based companies that are up and running and want to bypass some of those startup pains, check out Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale. They offer a variety of options for people interested in tech-driven ventures, from artificial intelligence services to automated platforms. You can explore those opportunities and get a jumpstart on entering the market already with an established foundation. Explore our listings today. Whether you're an entrepreneur ready to scale quickly or an investor who wants a piece of the AI buzz without starting from scratch, this could be a great resource. Instead of fighting industry barriers head-on as a newbie, you get to step into a business that's already operating and positioned well for growth. Final thoughts. Understanding industry barriers is like having a map before going on a hike. You don't want to wander aimlessly and risk getting stuck. Knowing the challenges beforehand helps you plan smarter and work around obstacles instead of hitting brick walls. Whether you're dreaming of launching a business or just curious about why some industries seem impenetrable, keep these barriers in mind. They shape how companies compete and grow, and your awareness can make a real difference. And hey, if the idea of starting fresh feels overwhelming, don't forget to check out Archieboy Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale at https://www.bybiz.io listings. Sometimes, buying into an existing business might just be the smartest way to beat those industry barriers. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Hopefully, the next time you hear about industry barriers, you'll have a clearer idea of why they matter, and maybe even how to tackle them.